till the cows come home. Forever. That's the game. That's the game in network marketing. So how do you separate yourself? How do you become transcendent? Now let me tell you something. One of the most dangerous things you can do is have success without knowing what you did to have success.
Yes.
See, I know exactly what I did to have success. So if anything ever happens, I can go do it again. I won't be like frantic, like, oh my God. What do you really, really want? All right? Because I've got to get it here. I've got to get it to my heart. Okay? Success is 90% spiritual. It's 90 to 99% spiritual, 1 to 10% physical. So the skill part of the business, ladies and gentlemen, the skill part of the business, I mean, that's prospecting, presenting, and promoting for events. It's a numbers game. How many people are you talking to on a regular basis? But see, if you don't have the proper belief system, you're not going to go out and do the actual work to get it done. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. Okay? You ready? Now, this was written by 500 of the richest people in the world during the Great Depression. Okay? Are you with me? Yeah. This philosophy, Think and Grow Rich, this was taking 500 of the richest people in the world, right? During the Great Depression. This is their philosophy. This is what they say when it comes to creating wealth. All right? You ready? Number one says, I know that I have the ability to, number one, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what that's called? Desire. A definite purpose in life is a desire. It's a goal. So step one started with what? Desire. What did I say was the starting point of all achievement?
Desire.
Desire. Okay? It says, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand. Have you made a demand on yourself? I demand of myself persistence, continuous action. When did I say you stop presenting? Never. Towards its attainment. And I here now promise to render such action. What action are you rendering? You're rendering the action of what? Persistence. Continuous action. How did you join the business? Did somebody not give you a presentation? Hello? Yes. Did they prospect you and you say, you know what? Man, I've been looking for this all my life. Sign me up. No, they had to give you the presentation. All right? How many of you said yes right away? When you saw the presentation, you pulled out your credit card, joined right away. How many of you did it maybe the second time you saw it? Maybe the third time you saw it? When Yvonne sat down with me at my home, I didn't pull out my credit card and say, man, Yvonne, I've been looking for this all my life. Sign me up. Continuous action. Persistence. Okay? But see, here's the thing. I know that I have the ability. You have to know that you have the ability to achieve this desire that you have. Watch this. Number two. I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action. Desire plus what? Skill. But look what it says though. It says that I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind. What's the dominating thought of your mind? I'm so happy and grateful now. That is the dominating thought of your mind. I'm so happy. So when Yvonne asked you, what's your goal? If it was the dominating thought of your mind, you'd be able to spit it out like, because you had been repeating it. I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now. Somebody, if you hear somebody whisper, I'm so happy and grateful, you look like, how do you know that? How do you know that creed? I realize, see, when you realize something, That means that there's some people that's not going to realize that. That it's a gift. I finally realized that the dominating thoughts of my mind. How does something become a dominating thought? I'm seeing it all the time. I'm saying it all the time. That's how it stays on my mind. That's why it says out of sight, out of what? Mind. That means that if it's in sight, that means it's what?
Inside.
Do you realize is that it's the mind that created this glass? It's the mind that created this Gucci pouch. It's the mind that created this jacket. The mind can do anything. The mind can go chairman. Do you know why? Because they're already chairmen. And y'all have the same mind. So why is it that you believe they can go chairman but you can't? They're not more special than you. They're not better than you. The same person that created you is who created them. I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce. Reproduce. And look at that word again. Reproduce. That means that something had to be first what? Produced. In order for something to be reproduced, that means that something had to be what? Produced. If it's produced, that means that, where was it produced? In my what? Mind. And then it reproduced itself in what? Nope. It reproduced itself in outward physical action. So you can sit here and lie and say, I'm really working, I'm really prospecting, presenting, and promoting for events, but guess what? The mind tells you if you're really doing that because your activity will line up. So if it's a lack of activity, it means that there's wrong signals that you're sending to your mind. Watch this. I realize that the dominant thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action. And gradually. And what?
Gradually.
Did it say and right away? Did it say that? Did it say, you know what? When you get this on your mind and it reproduces itself in some physical action, it will immediately give you the results that you're looking for? Does it say that? No, I don't think it says that. It says, and gradually transform. Yvonne wasn't like this 10 years ago. He's had a dominating thought in his mind, and it's gone to reproduce itself in some physical action, which is presenting, promoting, right? Prospecting. And it gradually. How long have you been in network marketing? 10 years. It gradually. It didn't happen year 1. It didn't happen year 2. It didn't happen year 3. For me, it was 5 years before I got to 6 figures. A measly $100,000. 5 years. Gradually. Transform. You got to transform. Why should you make $100,000 a month? Why? Why? Why should you make $100,000 a month? Have you transformed? Have you repeated it over and over again that you make $100,000? Can you even fathom in your mind? Do you even know what you would do with $100,000 a month? And then because it doesn't happen right away, you quit. Even worse, because it doesn't happen to somebody else right away in your group, you quit. Dumb. Somebody else gets involved in the business, quits after 30 days. You say it didn't work for them, so I'm going to quit too.
Yes.
Watch this. You're a P5. You're a P2. Someone gets involved in your business that you think is one of my main people. They quit. And you say, well, maybe this doesn't work anymore. And you went P2. Because you don't want it to gradually transform you. No, you want it right now. You want it to show up right now in the physical. This is what you want to do. You want to plant tomato seeds and you want to be able to go back at a certain point and give me my tomatoes. Spiritual stuff don't work like that. There's no time to it. Physical thing, yeah, there's time to it, but spiritual stuff, no. And words are spirit. It will harvest. Gradually transform themselves into physical reality. So that dominating thought will reproduce itself in what? Physical action, right? And then gradually transform themselves into what? Physical reality. Are you willing to wait for the gradual transformation? Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become. Imagine repeating your affirmation, I'm so happy and grateful now, for 30 minutes a day. Just 30 minutes a day. Thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. So once I have a clear mental picture of that person, you're not going to have the questions that you have. You're not going to wonder because somebody quit. You're not going to wonder because of this or that. You've got a clear mental picture of where it is that you're going. I'm a millionaire. So what they quit? What does that have anything to do with me? That's the confidence you have to have. Watch this, number 3. It says, I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Y'all want that in English? Okay? I know through the principle of saying it over and over and over and over again. That's what auto-suggestion is. Auto-suggestion is what you're saying to yourself. Right? I know through that principle, any desire. You know what any desire is? Anything. Can you get fired up about that? Anything. Do you know what anything is? Do you have any idea what anything is? That includes becoming a billionaire.
Yes.
Look, I got another index card. All right? This is my Seagull index card. Okay? I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a billionaire in US dollars, as I have positively impacted the lives of over 1 billion people around the world with my voice and my appearance. See, look, when I repeat this over and over again, what's going to happen is that it's going to go into physical action, right? And then gradually transform itself into physical reality. So you look up 14 years from now, he's a billionaire. You say, well, how did he do that? I told you. I did it with this index card. This little index card right here. This is how I did it. This little paper right here. Right? I got a check. I got a check written to myself. I wrote this check. When I wrote this check? I wrote this check about 4 or 5 years ago. Got this check written out for $1 billion. Right? I had Bob Proctor sign the back of it.
Yes.
For $1 billion. Okay? By 2025. Done. I don't know how it's going to happen. But look what it said. It didn't say, David, you need to know how this is going to happen. That's not what it said. It said, I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression. You know what that means? Whatever it is I need to do to get to $1 billion, it's going to go find it. This little piece of paper right here is going to go and find how I'm going to get to $1 billion. So I don't even have to do it. It's just going to show up. the right investment's going to come in. The right trade's going to come in. The right opportunities for cash to come in. It's just going to show up. You laugh. I'm serious. I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind, will eventually seek expression through some practical means. These are not my words. Of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I would devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. The only way you're going to develop self-confidence is through the principle of auto-suggestion. The only way I'm going to get confident on becoming a billionaire is through the principle of what? Auto-suggestion. But if I never say this, I'm never going to develop the self-confidence to become a billionaire. If you never say you're a chairman, you're not going to develop the self-confidence to become a chairman. It works for anything. It works for a billion. It works for Chairman 10. Number 4, for those of you that don't have an index card, this is what Think and Grow Rich says. I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. Think and Grow Rich say you got to write it down. That's what they say. Now I know you think you're cool. I know but cool and broke is not good. And listen, broke is relative. You can be broke at $100,000 a month. Like, ask Monica if she can live on $100,000 a month right now. She might shoot you. That would be devastating. Right? Yeah. What are we going to do with this? Now you, $100, you made it. No, you haven't. Because this thing said any desire. You know why people don't move on? Because of pride. They don't move on because they got pride. You feel like you don't need this stuff. Listen, if I need it, you need it. If I need to write the index cards down, you definitely need to write down some index cards. If I spend $15,000, $20,000 to go learn from somebody, then how much do you spend to come here? How much you spend? Zero. That's why the majority of you is not even going to do this. Because you spent $0 to come in here.
Sure.
So we had the audios out there, 15 pounds. Somebody just walked by it. Because 15 pounds. I did that audio in 2011. That year I made $1.4 million. I said to myself, I was not going to put out any material until I earned over $1 million a year. There are things on that audio that I know for a fact will change your life. It's 15 pounds. You got to reprogram your mind. See, if I get in your car and you got music playing, I already know. It is what it is. You got music playing. That's what's filling up your subconscious mind. Cardi B. Let me tell you what, and I'm going to close with this. This is number 5, okay? Let me tell you, for all of you that's been asking me, what's Bryce and them doing? Can I tell you what they've been doing? Watch this. Number 5. You ready?
Ready.
I'm going to read number 5 for you. This
Ready.
is what they're doing.
Ready.
I fully realize, I'm going to say it real slow, that I'm going to call some of you out. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no cross-recruiting. I'm sorry. I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure. You know what that means? That means that you may have that wealth or position for a short period of time, but it can't long endure unless it's built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. Not just the cooperation of people in my group. Some of you are competing with other leaders in other groups. You want to go chairman before they do. So you want them to lose so you can win. And then some of you, even worse, are competing with leaders in your group. You're competing with your upline. Your upline is competing with you. Look at this. The upline. Both ways are stupid. So you won't go and help them because they're in competition with you. You know what I do with people that I know are in competition with me? I go and help them. If you get the feeling, because your intuition is really never wrong. Okay? If you get the feeling that somebody in your group is competing with you, you know what you do? You know what smart thing you do? You take the weapon out of their hands. I've had people cross-line compete with me. And I'll call them and say, hey, I want to come to your city. Hey, let's put a call together. I want to do a call for your group. So now they're sitting there like, wait a minute. He's not competing with me. No, because if I help you and it doesn't physically benefit me, it will actually benefit me spiritually. And that's the real benefit. You know, I could have been a jerk, right? You know, I could have been a real big jerk when I came into IML and say, hey, listen, if you're not a part of my group, you can't come to my training. If you're not part of my group, you can't get on my conference calls. But I made sure that every call that I was ever going to do included the entire company. Even though I knew there were leaders in the company that would come up to me and say, hey, I'm going to catch you. Huh? Why do you want to catch me? I'm going to tell them, why do you want to catch me? Do you know that if you catch me, that means that I'm still where I am right now? Why do you want that from me? Why do you want me to stay where I am? Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Yeah, you did. You did. Because look, listen, no one's perfect. I had to learn this too. Because it said, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use in the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred. That's what they're doing. They don't have any hate between them. They actually love each other. I couldn't tell who was in whose group. I couldn't tell, oh, he's a part of that chairman's group, or he's a part of that chairman's group. They were all working together, wanting to see each other succeed, wanting to see each other level up, like y'all young people say. When was the last time you helped someone cross line? When was the last time you helped someone cross line? When was the last time you had a heart to say, I want to see someone else succeed? I will eliminate what? Hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness. Bryce went chairman 10. It was his time to speak on stage. So Bryce, your time to speak. He said, David, listen, do you mind if I bring one of my leaders on with me? I want them to speak on stage with me. I ain't never heard anybody say that before. You know what I've heard before? Hey man, hey, am I speaking this weekend? Or how much time do I get to speak? You already planned out your outfit? Planned out what you're gonna say? The man said, hey, can I have one of my leaders come on stage with me? Since you want to know what they're doing. Guys, study that self-confidence formula. Everything you need is in this formula right here. Eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, cynicism by developing love for all humanity. By what? All humanity. Because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. So you wishing someone else to fail, that's never going to bring you success. Y'all getting this? Raise your hand if you got this tonight. I know it's kind of tough, but I think it was needed. By developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to build a huge team, you take what you do. Start believing in people. Stop being afraid of believing in people. When people know that you believe in them, they'll run through a brick wall for you. Now I know it's going to come with a lot of disappointments, and you're like, man, I really believe in them. Continue to believe in people. Now, here's my philosophy. I don't believe people. I believe in them. That makes sense? Because people say all kinds of stuff. So I can't tie my emotions all the time to what people say. But I believe in them. And I believe in them because I know who's in them. Because that's really who I believe. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. UK, you guys have to come together.
Yes. Come on.
If you really want to win at a high level, come together. I can't teach love. Can't teach unity. That's a decision each and every one of you have to make. And it starts in this room. This is the Platinum 1000 and above group. It starts in this room to say, hey, it's not about me. It's about you. See, if it's not about me, right, and it's about you, and you have the same philosophy that it's not about you, but it's about me, don't we both get taken care of?
Yes.
But if it's all about me, and my group, and my group, I've told leaders that had a chance to be transcended, say, listen, stop doing stuff just for your group. Whatever it is you do, do it for the whole team.
Wow.
Okay? Tell me what I learned. I used to do that. I used to do stuff just for my group. And then I learned, hey, if you want to get rich, just work with your team. If you want to get wealthy, work with the team. Oh, okay. That's it. That's what I got to do. Work with everybody? Oh, no problem. Conference call, everybody's invited. Event, everybody's invited. Okay? You meet someone, it's not, well, are they in my group? They're not in my group. See, if you know everybody in your group, you got a small group. I don't know everybody in my group. Everybody's in my group.
That's true.
You guys ready to win?
Yep. Yes.
If you really genuinely start to love on each other, start to edify each other, and you don't have the separatism, I promise you guys, and it's going to happen quickly. gonna happen so fast. You're gonna start break. Guys, there are at least 8 to 10 of you in this room that have already gone sharing in my mind. It happened a long time ago for you. You've just been holding it up emotionally, spiritually. Okay? You got aught with someone, hey, go to them, talk to them, resolve that situation, and move on. Don't be afraid of conflict. Because if you're afraid of conflict, it's gonna just marinate and marinate. It's gonna fester and fester. It's just gonna grow. Somebody said something. Somebody did something you don't like. Go to them, respect them. Hey man, listen, I didn't really appreciate that. And guess what? They'll give you their perspective. And maybe you can see it from a different perspective. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And then you guys come to an agreement. And if it's from the heart, right? It's gonna work. All right. I love you guys. Appreciate you.